It's that feeling you go, I did it. How are you going to build and create a passionate, prosperous, purposeful life? We want something we can count on when times are tough. When we got that awkward situation, we got to get up in front of somebody. We got to have that very difficult conversation. We may want to meet somebody. Just defeats, it cuts into our confidence and our belief. I don't believe I can do it. Why? I can tell you one thing. When you have a challenge or struggle and you're not sure how to handle it or get into the arena, if you will, this is going to happen. You're going to have to. Aloha, yo, welcome back to another episode. Excited to be here today, talking about one of the things that I just love to get into, and it is confidence. Confidence. It is one of these things that I don't care how amazing you are, you do bouts with it. Some are better at it than others, but I can guarantee whenever you get in a challenging situation or high pressure situation or high stakes, or even maybe some in the everyday life, just social situations of not being able to talk to somebody, we butt up against confidence. And even the greats do it. Because no matter what, I can tell you one thing. When you have a challenge or struggle and you're not sure how to handle it or get into the arena, if you will, this is going to happen. You're going to have to deal with it. But how we deal with it is rooted in confidence and rooted in something near and dear to my heart, which is what a lot of the work that we do here is belief in your ability. But ultimately, like, that's great, Sean. That's great. You might have confidence in speaking, or you might have confidence in a certain area. I'm sure you're very confident about things that I know nothing about or that I haven't even attempted yet. But the root of that is belief. And how do we do this? This is the thing I'm going to talk about. On navigating the world of building it, not just saying it. And it isn't this woo-woo stuff where like, hey, you know what, just think positive. I'm going to be a hype man. And I am pretty energetic, as many of you know. I have no problem trying to hype myself up, but it's got to be rooted in something real, or it's just a show, right? We don't want to give ourselves the show. We want something we can count on when times are tough, when we got that awkward situation, when we got to get up in front of somebody, or we got to have that very difficult conversation, or we may want to meet somebody or say something. You're like, oh, I don't know. I don't have the confidence to do that. But really what it comes down to, you just don't believe you can do it. Well, what I want to share with you is how we're going to get there, how this cycle works. And it starts with one of these hard words that many people struggle with, is taking action. We've got to take action because nothing happens if nothing happens. We could talk all day. It's like reading a great book on golf or any other sport. You're like, great, wonderful. You could gain all this knowledge. You could, be wonderful. I love it. You're sitting here talking to me. You might be like, oh man, this is great. I'm excited. But then you went, great. I'm going to go back to my routine of just playing it safe, not getting out of my comfort zone, and not really challenging myself, and then struggling with confidence. I'm hoping by the end of this, you're like, that's it. I'm getting up. I'm going to do one thing. And we're going to start with this. Keep small promises to yourself. Things that you say you will do them. Now, we have a lot of the big things, right? I mean, I'm going to do this. I'm going to start this business. I'm going to do this podcast. I'm going to write this book. We don't do it. Now just defeats, it cuts into our confidence and our belief, because subconsciously and consciously now we're like, I don't believe I can do it. Why? Well, because I have evidence. Every time I say I'm going to do something, I don't do it. Those are the big things, right? We're going to build to that. I'm saying in this step, keep small promises to yourself, meaning I'm going to go to the gym tomorrow morning. I'm going to get up, and you got to get very specific about these things. So your promise is locked in, right? If you have to write it down. So it's just feedback right back at you. You're looking at it, have your gym clothes ready. Just get rid of as much friction as you can on whatever this thing is you say. I'm saying workout. I want you to think of something right now that's just like, what is it that I want to do? And what is one small action I can take? You heard me say, I wish, I'm waiting, I wish I could do this. I wish I had that beach body. I wish I had this career, or I wish I had this job, or I wish I had this kind of relationship. I want this kind of relationship. I'm waiting to make, you know, six figures, $1 million, whatever your number is, right? You heard it. My operative words are, I'm wishing. If you hear yourself say, I'm wishing this happens. Oh, I can't wait until that happens. I want this to happen. The operative word is, what are you willing to do? And I want to say, start small. So you start to build a belief that you say to yourself, because you know the feeling. Think about it. When you do that small thing, you're like, that's it. I don't want to do this, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to attack it today. And you've done it. Think about the times that you've done it and the feeling that you have when you did it. It isn't just about the act itself, like whatever it is, like working out, right? Working out's great. Let's say, I'm going to work out. I'm going to do 10 minutes tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. I'm going to get my floor mat out. I'm going to have my gym clothes ready. Everything's ready to go. And you do it. Let's say you get there, you do 10 minutes. Take stock of that win. I did it. I said I'm going to do it. I got my butt out of bed and I did it. That is one of those small promises you now can frame and chalk it up as to, I said I'm going to do it. I took action and I did it. It was hard, might be hard, right? Like getting up early, getting on time. I had to navigate that for my own life. I started getting up at 6 when I knew I had to go live on air. It's like 7:30. I'm like, that's not enough time for me. It wasn't a failure. I'll get into the second part of how we build confidence. But then I said, all right, get up at 5. Still not enough time to do the things I wanted to do and prep and plan, meditate and stretch, and all the things that I needed to do that I wanted to do, cold shower, all that, right? Then I go, let me try 4. Boom. All right. That gave me the time to do it. And I did it. But the point is, isn't the act of getting up early, isn't the act of the workout. It's that feeling you go, I did it. That's the thing I want you to take note of, because it's the small ones that you're going to start to accumulate consistently. The more consistent you are with the small promises, the stronger the belief system comes. You're going to start to feel it. It's not going to be just one day. It'll be, say, 3 days a week. You start small, right? So always start small. And then, because it's the belief you're building, right? That is where we do number 1 step. Secondly, I want you to think about reframing it, because things will not go your way. It's going to be tough, right? It's going to be tough. Let's say you say, I'm going to get out there and do that workout. And what happens? We get busy. We don't do the workout, or I'm going to eat healthy, or I'm going to read that book, or I'm going to write that book. Whatever your vision, that goal is. We've seen it. We've said it. We do it every year. And then 60% fall off by mid-February, right? I don't want that to be you. And we don't have to wait till the first of the year. But once we start building the belief and we start taking action and start building the courage, that now gives confidence. And this is what we want to do. Start reframing the failures. Step 2. When you essentially don't even see it as a failure, reframe the word in the way you talk to yourself. I am such a failure. You used to say things like that all the time. I'm such an idiot. Even the small, funny things that we say to ourselves, be mindful of how you talk to yourself. It may sound like funny and not a big deal, but over time, the neuroscience says your body starts to feel you saying, I suck. I'm no good at it. I'm an idiot. All these things. And it cuts into our self-worth, which is deeper than self-belief. Because 2 different things. We got to be worthy of this change, this desire. So both of these are going to cut into building confidence. And this will become ultimately, in that final step, I'll talk about it, your identity. You ultimately will become a self-believing, self-worthy, confident person. It's part of your character. That's where we're going to go. So you know why this is significant to you. It becomes who you are. So secondly, reframe it. No more, I am a failure. I suck at this, because that is an identity. You're telling yourself and your whole nervous system that that's who you are, rather than saying, It's a behavior. I just failed. Things didn't go my way. So think about that, reframe it. First of all, keep those small promises. Secondly, what you want to do is reframe it in a way that's helping you grow. If you're growing, that's a confidence builder. And third, get out of your comfort zone slightly and consistently. These small things add up. And I mean, I've been doing this. You like even like small little dinners. Like I need to always want. I'm not a meat potatoes guy necessarily, but I always order this. Get outside. I always drive this way. I always do this. Start to do little things differently. If you tie your shoe, the left foot first, tie the right foot first. You brush your teeth with your left hand, now do it with your right. I mean, these are small little things that just get you used to, I'm going to slightly just start to do things a little different and train my brain, just like we do to exercise. We're not going to throw 250 pounds on a barbell and go, oh, here we go. I'm going to bench press this, right? No, just like that, your muscles, your mind is the same to build belief and starting to build confidence. And it's going to require these actions. You're going to have to take action because confidence doesn't come before action. Confidence comes from action. So take that action first. Start small, only so you build a solid foundation. So we're not just dancing on eggshells all the time. You're going to see your level of tolerance. That's what you're building, right? When we get out of our comfort zone, what can I tolerate? When I was taking, cold showers, and when I take them, it started really small, really, really small. I was like, oh my gosh, 30 seconds. This is crazy. It's kind of the hardest time anyway. You go a minute, then okay, 2 minutes. I'm going to do 3 minutes, right? And then I just got comfortable with it. So these are the things, but I didn't start 3 and just go, this is torturous, because then we just quit and we give up. And we're not doing that on the path to building confidence, but it is taking the action because we want these things. And we're going to be in this cycle, and you're going to have to do all 3 of these things consistently over the long haul, because that is how we're going to start to become a confident person. And that's what I want. This isn't a hack or a get confident quick fix. This is the building blocks to go. I'm building the belief. The belief is going to take action. Action now, and this is the operative word, gives us evidence, gives us the proof, because you're going to stack that against the evidence. Now you got plenty of evidence to go, oh, I don't have the confidence to run a business. I don't have the confidence to write that book. I don't have the confidence to ask this person out or have that hard conversation or, address the issue with my boss or whatever. But if you now stack that, all of these little confidence builders, you go, no, I'm a confident person. I know how to stand in my space. I know my worth. I know my value. Nobody is going to be able to cut that down because you have evidence. That now is the building block to confidence, not hyping it up, not saying I got this or with positive thinking. No, I've been doing this, and I can handle this. And then you'll challenge yourself in taking bigger action. That is the loop you want to get into. And that becomes part of your lifestyle. That's how you continue to grow. And the happiest people on the planet are not just sitting there doing nothing in this utopian space. I know it sounds great. Like, oh, I'm just checked out. We want to check in. Why? Because we want to live our best life. This is what I get geeked out about. It's not just going through and creating a mediocre life, but how are you going to build and create a passionate, prosperous, purposeful life? Grow. Taking these challenges and taking on the things that are really hard. But when you have enough evidence that says, I'm okay with taking on hard things, you'll do more of it. And in that cycle, that's the loop. So just remember, taking action is the key. Now you have evidence. And from that evidence, you have a belief. And from that belief, you now will take bigger action the next time. And ultimately, like I said, this becomes part of your identity. You'll see people go, why are you so confident? Why are you so self-assured? You'll go, look, I've been doing this for X amount of years or X amount of month. I'm slowly doing it. And I keep challenging myself. So I'm proving that, yeah, I am a confident person, and you'll move fluidly in the world, whether it's social circumstances or that raise, that business, that whatever you want to do and create in your world, you now have a belief and you have evidence and you have the confidence to do it. Go out there and create a life that inspires you to feel absolutely alive. You got this. Aloha.